All right. Morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host, Vays. Coming to you live at a proper hour. New York is fully awake. It is 9:50 in the morning, New York time. California is about to get awake, is about to be awake. So that's a good time zone for everyone to finally catch me live. Asia is probably going to sleep. Getting late in the evening in Dubai here. I'll be doing another stream later tonight. I will be on 4 o'clock in Russian. You can catch me there, and maybe I can sneak in a dinner in between them, which I probably should have planned. All right. Anyway, guys, let's go to the charts real quick and take it from there. Not too many announcements today. We already have a question from my moderators. Tone, any thoughts on how long before the GBTC premium is arbitraged away, and if it would happen before? I'm not sure. I mean, I'm trying to get Leah on the show and Steven and maybe the 3IQ guys. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen with that premium, but I still think it'll be arbitraged away. So I'm still holding on to my GBTC for now, but I do need to do a bunch of research on these ETFs, which I have not yet done. Let's talk about the price and see what is going on. Here's the weekly chart. October is almost at an end. Wow. Talk about times are flying. The monthly chart is looking very, very strong. Not much needs to be done here. So we are at $63,000 for a price of Bitcoin, right at 63,000. So what can we say about the weekly chart? We had a pullback. Now, was it a big enough pullback for me personally? And the answer is not really. And we're going to talk more about that in a minute. Let's talk about the weekly chart specifically. The weekly chart is fully bullish, completely bullish. It had one, I guess two. It had 2 points of concern. One of them being the rejection of the MRI resistance line, and the other one being the reversal shooting star candle. Now, the resistance line is not that major because it can still be broken this week. The shooting star, while it is a hint at a top, it is not a tradable event until the following candle starts trading below the shooting star, which is not happening current week, even though the week just started, so anything can still happen. But look at all the bullishness on a weekly scale. The lucid SARs, the moving averages, they're all above each other. They're all rising. The MRI itself is halfway up to a weekly top. These are all very bullish indications. On the oscillator scale, the RSI is not even overbought, so plenty of room. The MACD is just getting started, plenty of room. And I'm loving the CMF. So there's just so many things that are bullish over bearish on a weekly scale. And this is why I kept saying that while there could be a correction on a daily scale, the longer term position trader does not have that much of a concern. And here is an example of my long-term portfolio. This is the position trader's portfolio. This is my retirement portfolio, and it is 100% bullish. I have not taken anything off the table. It is a 100% bullish portfolio, and there's not that much of a concern still. We had a weak candle that closed below the 7-period moving average. That is not enough for me. Sorry, the 3-period moving average. That is not for me to take pieces off of this portfolio and lower the allocation. We had a different environment over here. You see, this candle didn't just close below the 3-period moving average, it also closed below the 7-period moving average. In addition, the 3-period moving average was already declining because of that candle, and the long-term period moving average, which on my chart is the 30-period moving average. I will double check on that just in case. It is the 30-period moving average. Sorry, that was the 9, not the 7. Was declining, not increasing. So there were multiple things on this candle that created an environment to take 50 to 60% off the allocation, but not this candle. This candle is nowhere near as critical as this candle was. So we remain 100% bullish in the portfolio, and hopefully we make new highs soon, which I would not have a problem with. Now, the daily chart is the interesting chart. If you would have asked me yesterday, and some people did ask me yesterday, I was hanging out with some other traders, most of whom have way more followers than me on YouTube. I was hanging out with Crypto. Shout out for hosting us at his villa. Crypto. I was hanging out with Mo, Crypto Jack, and Da Vinci. So yesterday, this was not looking very good. We were sitting below $60,000. We were in a negative environment, a bearish environment on the MRI, and all signs were pointing to a greater pullback to the mid-50s. Today, we have a very bullish candle on a daily scale, but this candle today is not enough for me to get bullish on Bitcoin. What do I need to get bullish on Bitcoin? Well, if I really want to get too technical, what I need to get bullish on Bitcoin is the break of the prior swing high. That is all the way at $66,000. Now, realistically, if we get very, very close to that high, I will consider it close enough. So realistically, I am dropping this down to about 64.8. So let's say $65,000. Let's be conservative. But there is another element here because of the MRI, and MRI is one of my favorite indicators to trade. That's why I built it the way I did, and you can pick it up for a one-time fee that has been reduced. I have already started my Thanksgiving Black Friday sales. So if you go to products and services, MRI indicator, the lifetime fee, my lifetime or TradingView's lifetime, or until I get banned from TradingView lifetime, fee is $750 instead of $1,000. So take advantage of the discount, guys. It's not going to last forever. And I've been threatening to make this a annual payment. I should probably edit this to $750. I've been threatening to make this an annual payment, but for now it is still a lifetime payment. Still a lifetime payment, not an annual payment. So let's get back to the MRI. So the MRI can go bullish tomorrow if we get a candle trading above today's candle. So no matter how you slice it, even though I am bullish on the 4-day and the weekly, and I'm holding bullish positions, if I am a swing trader using daily candles, I am not entering long today. I am waiting until tomorrow. I would rather play it safe and enter it tomorrow because I am not fully confident that we will not hit mid $50,000 range. However, if we get a green star candle tomorrow, if we are trading above today's candle, and we are approaching $65,000, I will then anticipate significant highs. And what that very likely means is we will continue going higher. We will break the MRI resistance line on the weekly chart, and we can continue higher for 5 more weeks into December for an MRI top on a weekly scale. And that would be huge. Then we're very likely to hit that, $80,000, $90,000 range this year very easily. I still have a bet that Bitcoin breaks 100,000 this year, or I have to pay for a very expensive dinner. Hourly chart, not that interesting. MRI top, 1 to 4 candle correction. Also keep in mind, the MRI top generally calls for a 1 to 4 candle correction, and you reevaluate. Now, the correction started 1 day late, but the 1 to 4 candle correction still applies. And we only have 4 candles of correction, and 3 of them were consolidated. GBTC is trading again. Look at the premium. The premium is creeping back up. Once that premium gets back into the single-digit range, that would be very, very interesting. We did get the premium up to 7% back in July, and I'm hoping that sometime this year, this premium goes back to a positive range. That's when I'll probably be exiting my GBTC and converting to a more proper ETF. The MRI top is here on oil. I continue to be very bullish on oil. I continue to piss off a lot of people that don't understand why oil prices need to be hundreds of dollars a barrel. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is where the market is going. The technical chart also confirms, and the geopolitical nonsense will confirm it as well, because oil prices need to be sufficiently high in order to force people into alternative energy and cut down on human use of fossil fuels. The best way to do it is to make oil unaffordable to the average consumer, making their life completely miserable. That is the future of oil prices. Hey, Andres, you're asking me about the 1-hour chart, about the uptrend, 22nd of October. Let me see. I don't go, like the 1-hour chart is so, extension B on the 22nd of October. And it's 24th of October. Yeah, I mean, extension B did bounce the price, but you had a lower close and a lower swing low. Like after that, like I would have been bearish here. And I would have been bearish, and I was bearish here. You know, last night I was still bearish. Of course, you got to take your stop loss upon the breakout. But I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced we're not going into the mid-50s. I am not. I can be convinced that we're not going into the mid-50s. All we got to do is cross $65,000, and then I'll be convinced we're not going into the mid, maybe even 64.5. Okay, you know, get us above 64 by end of day, and another update tomorrow, and I'll be convinced that the pullback is over, and on to 75,000 and up we go. S&P is bullish. MRI top tomorrow. So I'm only bullish the S&P for about 36 more hours. Tomorrow I will be looking for an S&P top. The S&P has just made an all-time high. Is anyone surprised? I'm not surprised. I've been very bullish the S&P for a decade. At no point was I bearish the S&P. Yeah, sure, there were pullbacks, like COVID had a big one. But in general, I've been 95% bullish on the stock market since the moment you guys started watching my channel all the way back in 2016 and World Crypto Network before that. I've always been bullish the stock market. And anyone that's been saying how the stock market is imminently ready to crash, like the 1929, don't ever listen to these people again. They are perpetually wrong. They don't understand what inflation is. They don't. You know, anyone that's screaming that stock prices need to crash, but the dollar will also crash, these people are completely clueless. You can't have a dollar crash and the stock market crash. If the dollar is hyperinflating, the stock market is skyrocketing. What do you think happened to the Zimbabwe stock market during their hyperinflation? It was the best performing stock market in the world because the stock market adjusts for inflation. Inflation causes the stocks to go up, causes the price of everything to go up. So profits go up, revenues go up, the dollars buy less, but the numbers are high. So stock prices rise. It's very simple, very, very simple. I'm expecting way higher prices of the S&P, but MRI top, be careful. Weekly chart doesn't really change. All right, that is it. There's a free learn trading section on vays.com. You can also check out products and services. My on-demand videos have also been lowered in price. They are now $350 for risk management and $350 for technical analysis, and only $500 for a combination of both. Around Christmas, I'm probably going to release another one of Tyler Jenks's old paid webinars, and we're only going to be down to Consensio and Hyperwave as paid courses, and those will also become free over time, as I don't want Tyler Jenks's legacy to die, and everything should be eventually be available for free. All right, guys, my calendar, I have not really updated it much. People are still trying to get me to speak at way more conferences. Here's our October. I will be speaking at Blockchain Live over Zoom. I will not be there in person, guys. I cannot make it into Russia. Too many COVID restrictions, too many government policies on travel. I don't have a visa. It is all complicated and annoying. I hate doing paperwork. So hopefully in the future, I can travel to Russia visa-free, maybe even soon. We'll see. But I will not make it into Russia for the event. And I got a bunch of stuff to do here as well in Dubai. I'll be spending more time in Dubai. I know a lot of people aren't happy with Dubai, but it's been great. So I'm sticking around. Expensive though, really expensive. I mean, you gotta make some serious money to enjoy Dubai. All right, that is it. Hey, the shitcoin market cap was funny yesterday. The Shiba Inu, man, this thing can go to like up here. Kind of hope it does. Why not? I mean, this thing makes as much sense as anything else on this list. It probably makes more sense than Cardano or Ethereum. So yeah, it's interesting watching outright scams, climb up. I mean, where is B-Trash? Is that still in the top 100? Oh, it is. There it is. It's number 19. So it's like getting crushed by even Litecoin, which is totally useless, and wrapped Bitcoin, which is hilarious. I can't wait till all of these people just permanently lose access to all their Bitcoin, because it's great for two reasons. One, they learn a valuable lesson. Two, those of us that hold real Bitcoin get to watch our Bitcoin go up in price, because these idiots would have, how many Bitcoin is there? So it's a simple math, right? It's market cap, $13 billion divided by $63,000. So we can do the math. So that's $13 billion. It's not much. It's not much. Hope more idiots wrap their Bitcoin so that they lose control of it. And it goes to a hacker, they can find something more useful to do with it, or just permanently burned on the Ethereum blockchain when that thing stops functioning. I'm not going to feel bad for these people either. I'm really not. It's like Safedin says, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Have fun, guys. All right, that's it for me. Mempool is pretty empty, and I will talk to you all on the next one. I promise I will do a private Q&A this week. All right, guys, I know I've been promising that. Time to go eat. And Forklog, join me on Forklog YouTube channel in Russian. And we're editing the videos from Understanding Bitcoin Now. Bring those to you soon. Bye, guys.